Mumbai, are you ready? The city's biggest amateur cricket showdown is here. Jolly Friends Sports Club proudly presents Amateur Premier League Season 1. Whether you're a batter with fire in your eyes, a bowler with magic in your wrists, or an all-rounder ready to own the pitch, this is your chance to shine under the spotlight. 8 teams, 8 owners. It's time for the real auction. Teams will be built, friendships will be tested, and champions will rise. From smashing sixes to strategic bids, it's time to witness Mumbai's finest amateur players go under the hammer. Get ready for the most thrilling, enthralling, unpredictable, and action-packed tournament of the year. Amateur Premier League Season 1.
Well, hello everyone, good evening, and a warm welcome to the Fatima grounds. This is the Dutch Premier League encounter between the AB Warriors and the Petit Panthers. The news out there from the middle is that the Panthers have won the toss, decided to have a ball first. Vishal and Shailendra, the two batsmen on strike, while Parth will take charge of the ball as he set ball the opening over. Here we are, Parth to Vishal, first up. Vishal carefully lets that ball go to the keeper, watchful to begin with. Very interesting to see that Vishal is taking a guard as he's standing well outside his crease, probably anticipating a bit of movement early doors. With the field restrictions in place, only 2 men allowed outside the ring. And Vishal tries to go to the leg side, but the keeper misses that one. That's wide and 4. So the first runs for The Warriors, not the best delivery, straying well down the leg side. On one hand, Vishal would be a little disappointed that he did not get bat on that because that is an absolute freebie early doors, but he won't be too disappointed with the outcome because that has raced to the fence for four. Not the best wicket keeping on display. And once again, as we can see, Vishal standing well outside his ground. Again straying down the leg side, and again Vishal unable to get bat on that. That's two consecutive freebies in a row that Vishal has missed. But with the balls being counted as wide, it hasn't hurt the prospects of his run scoring just yet. Oh, that's a big appeal, but again, him standing outside the crease has helped him here. Obviously, the height in question, and that clearly looked to be above the stumps. Leg by signaled by the umpire. And Shailendra, the lefty, will take strike. So both opening batsmen, southpaws. Interesting to see what Shailendra's approach will be in this particular instance. Here is Park bowling to Shailendra, plays it nicely. Good forward defensive prod that. So cautious start for Shailendra, as it was for Vishal as well. One chose to let the ball go while the other let the ball come to him. Oh, he's got a little bit of bat on that. But does it have the legs to go to the rope? You bet it does. It's leg buys and four. That's clipped the pad. So no runs off the bat just yet. And once again, Parth straying down the leg side. It's not been the best of starts for him with the ball. That's 3 out of the 4 deliveries that he strayed down the leg side. 2 of them have gone for wides, and 1 of them has now gone for 4 leg buys. He'll need to get his length and his bearings right. Things aren't looking good for him. He's already conceded 11 of his first 4. Again, nicely plays it down the ground. They might probably be looking for 2, and yes, they do take 2. It's good running between the wickets. So this is an expensive first over, and finally runs off the bat for Shailendra and for the AB Warriors. Big gaps on offer. And here is Parth to conclude what has been an expensive first over. Oh, that's a good ball. That's a good ball. Beating him for pace, leaving the batsman at just the last minute. So it's a mixed bag as for a first over here. Extras, leg buys, a good delivery to finish it off. So the first over down in the books. The Warriors are 13 for no loss. Let's have a look at the boundaries that came off the extra deliveries, and both of them had a very common recurring theme that both those deliveries were straying down the leg side, and it got the punishment that it deserved on both occasions, where it went racing away to that fine leg fence for 4 on both occasions. So there is a deep third. One of the fielders outside 30. So there's a deep third in place as Hadi is the new bowler from the other end. And Vishal is on strike. Vishal swings hard but misses. Vishal's looking to put the foot on the gas. He's looking to take charge of proceedings here. and he's made his intentions very clear that he is going to go on the attack. He's made it very clear that he's going to be the one to take the attack to the bowlers. And if the first ball is any indication, I believe Vishal will go after Hadi once again. Like I said, another full-blooded swing. Vishal's wasting absolutely no time, and he's putting every bit of his power in the shots, just not getting anywhere close to the ball. Hadi once again. This time Vishal gets a little something on the bat, but not enough. So that's a single. So Vishal gets off the mark. The first run's off the bat for him. Very funny proceedings to see that 3 out of the 14 runs have come off the bat. Looking to sneak the by, but not that far away from the keeper to take advantage of it. It's a dot ball. Oh, it's called a wide on this occasion. A little wide outside the off stump for the umpire's liking. Oh, that's a big appeal, but not out, says the umpire. Good ball. Yes, there was a little bit of an inside edge in that. So it's bat involved. So the inside edge saving Shailendra on this occasion. Here is Hadi to Shailendra. That's straight again. And this time he gets the wicket. The stumps have been dislodged. And the Panthers strike first blood. And it is Shailendra who has to walk. There is a good delivery up front. Pushes it a touch fuller this time. Once again invites the batsman to go for the drive. And Shailendra obliges but gives himself a little too much room on this occasion, and it goes through his defenses. Knocks him over. So Shailendra has to depart. Middle stump out. The AB Warriors are 15 for 1. Gaurav is the new batsman at number 3. The new batsman walking out, and he's walked out rather early into the innings as well. 5 balls into the second over. And with not a lot of runs scored from the bat, almost 90% of their runs coming in from extras. Very tricky passage of play to negotiate here for Gaurav as he marks his guard. It's been an excellent first over for Hadi here, giving away just 2 runs and now taking a wicket in the proceedings as well. So this is a very good start to his spell. Considering we are in the power play, it's an excellent over. Here he is, Hadi to go. Oh, that's a brilliant stroke in the slot, asking to be hit, and what a way to get off the mark for Gaurav. Yeah, there you go, in the slot, right in his hitting arc, and Gaurav straight away decides that he's had enough. Brilliant way to finish the over. 8 runs and a wicket off it, 2 overs gone. The Warriors 21 for 1. Parth to continue from the other end. His first over went for 8, but overall it went for 13 if you count the extras. And Vishal on strike to Parth. Parth. Vishal, quick single. There's good running between the wickets. Good running that, putting pressure on the fielders, not wasting any deliveries, and bringing Gaurav back on strike quickly. Here is Parth to Gaurav. Oh, that's a good ball. But he's found the gap still. Has he found enough to go to the boundary? Yes, it does. So Gaurav has started his innings with a bang, a six and now a four. That's an excellent shot. Excellent delivery as well. Not much wrong done by Parth, but Gaurav was just too good for that ball on that occasion, and he rightly deserves a boundary. Excellent cricket all around with bat and ball. Even keel of a contest here in our hands at the moment. Gaurav has already made his intentions clear and has decided to take charge of this batting innings early doors. Part to Gaurav once again. Gaurav plays it down the ground, but this time they decide against that quick single. Here is Gaurav facing Parth. Oh, he swung for the hills once again. And that has gone. One bounce over the rope for four. So Gaurav is taking charge and is providing this batting innings with that early impetus, with aggressive intent and positive cricket up front, making full advantage and taking full toll of the field restrictions. He's turned this into a good over already, 9 runs off it, and still two more deliveries to go. So mid wicket goes back. Oh, swing and a miss. So Gaurav continuing to play in the aggressive way, and rightly so because he has the hot hand at the moment. He's timing the ball well, he's seeing the ball well, he's gauged the conditions pretty nicely too. So it would make sense for him to continue in the attacking approach that has reaped him rich dividends so far. There, once again, looking for that single again, but decides against it. End of the over, 3 overs gone. The Warriors are 30 for 1. Two beautiful boundaries from Gaurav in the previous over, and he's currently on 14 of 6. Each of his runs coming in boundaries, a 6 and 2 fours. Vishal to take strike for the fresh over. And as expected, he's standing well in front of his crease, well outside. Oh, he swings this time, and this time gets the perfect connection and the perfect timing he was looking for. Starts the over off with a boundary. Immediate pressure on the bowler. Full toss in his hitting arc. Swings hard, swings well, and it races away to the fence for 4. Hadi reintroduced into the attack and has been welcomed with a boundary. So long on is back in outside the 30-yard circle. There is Hadi to Vishal. That swings again, and he's beaten the fielder for another boundary. Another full toss, same result, different direction. Even Vishal starting to get a move on here. The aggressive approach has rubbed on him as well. Those 2 boundaries will definitely do a world of good for Vishal because he was swinging, but he wasn't getting the connections that he was looking for. But now he's connected on 2 consecutive deliveries, and that bodes well for him and the Warriors as Hadi comes in again. There, this time plays it deftly, and there is third man, so it'll be only a single. So Vishal showing delicate touch as well that he possesses in his repertoire, apart from the hard brute strength that he has too. So field change for the right-hander. The long on is still in place. Third man is up. Oh, he's actually going back now. So third man and long on, the 2 fielders outside the circle for Gaurav. But long on is a little squarer rather than straighter, somewhere between long on and mid wicket. Here is Hadi coming to Gaurav. Oh, he's played that, and this is fine, and that has gone to the fence for 4. The third man was a little squarer this time, the edge going finer than he expected. So make that 3 boundaries in the over now for the Warriors. Vishal starting the over with 2, and now Gaurav joining in the party with another one. Oh, that's a bad delivery, and that's going to the fence as well. Are those runs off the bat? Oh, yes it is. Yes it is. He's flicked that beautifully, but an equally poor delivery to begin with as well. 17 runs coming off this over. This is a massive, massive over for the Warriors. And that has put pressure back on the Panthers, who are cowering in a corner at the moment, with the Warriors unleashing this fiery assault. Oh, brilliant shot, but has he found the fielder? You bet he has. Oh, goodness me, he's dropped that. For a moment, I thought he did it, he caught it, but no. That is a drop catch to end the over. It was in the air for a long time. He didn't have to move an inch. He did the hard yard. Oh, goodness me, it went right through him. And look at the look of dismay of the fielders. And that is the end of the 4th over. 20 runs coming off it. The Warriors are motoring along nicely at this stage with the score now 48 for 1. Gaurav getting a lifeline, and believe it or not, that is his first run that is not a boundary. He's hit 1 6 and 3 4s already. Let's have a look at this once again. It goes right through him. He didn't have to take a step at all. It was right under his throat. But he wasn't able to gather and hold on to it. Parth bowling to Gaurav now. Bobbles, oh, miscommunication, but eventually no damage. First instance of a little bit of miscommunication between the 2 batsmen in the middle. They'll have to be careful in judging these quick singles, the tap and runs, because when you're in a good moment like this, the last thing you probably need is a suicidal run out or any sort of miscommunication that results in the loss of a wicket. Oh, he's played that well. He's played that well in the gap. And that's racing away to the fence for another boundary, and that will bring up the 50 for the AB Warriors. Beautiful shot. Does not hit it too powerfully, rocks on his back foot, uses his wrists to perfection, and does not hit it too hard. He does not slash at it. Pure timing on display from Gaurav. He moves on to the 20s now. He's on 27 of 11, scoring at well in excess of 200. Gaurav has been on an absolute roll, and they have made the best out of the power play so far. As Parth comes in again. Oh, much better delivery this one, and equally well played by Gaurav too. Probably the perfect length to bowl with the conditions that are there out there in the middle. Bowl it on the good length in the line of the stumps. Let the batsman play a textbook cricket shot rather than giving him away freebies so that he makes the most out of them. Arguably the best delivery in this spell, so in this bowling inning so far. Here is Parth to Gaurav. Oh, he's played that well. He's played that very well. That's gone for four as well. Again, trying to overcompensate, bowling it a touch too straight. And Gaurav picks this up expertly, turns it into a half volley. No chance for the fielder at long on, who's not exactly at the orthodox long on position. Watches it race away to the fence. 56 for 1. Gaurav is already motored along to 31 of 13. Oh, that's a good ball. That's a very good ball. So he's getting hit for a boundary and then coming back with an absolute peach. That's two instances in this over that it has happened. Can Parth have the last laugh in this over, or will Gaurav continue his ascendancy in the middle? He's on 31 of just 14 deliveries. Oh, that's a good ball. That's a good ball to finish the over. 8 runs coming off it, 5 overs gone. The Warriors 56 for 1. So the final over of the power play, and we have a bowling change. Harshraj has been introduced into the attack. Spin this early into the innings, and it is Vishal on strike. And it is the left arm spinner bowling to a left handed batsman. The batsman will definitely fancy himself here. It is a favourable matchup for Vishal, and surprisingly, standing in his crease to tackle the spinner. Oh, that's a good ball. Where did that come from? That's an excellent bouncer. First up. Good ball, this. Let's have a look at that. He's banged it in short. And Vishal was totally not expecting that. Let's have a look at that. That's as perfect a bouncer as you can bowl. Gets him in sixes and sevens. Good start, this. Oh, this time trying a similar thing, but completely strays with his line and length, and that's called a wide. Here is Harshraj bowling to Vishal once again. This time plays it well, but again, there is the fielder there at third man who will gather probably the wrong end to throw, because Vishal could have been struggling a bit had the throw gone towards his end, but no damage. So it's only a single. Both batsmen now opting for caps. Let's have a look at the previous boundary. Here, beautiful use of the crease. Converts that into a slot ball, flicks it beautifully for a lovely lofted on drive. Absolutely no chance for the fielder. Oh, this is the wicket. Foolish delivery. Tried to give him a little bit of room, but played completely around the ball. Misses, and the stumps dislodged and gone for the toss. That is the only bit of success that the Panthers have had so far, because ever since that, it has only been one-way traffic, and that has been dictated by the batting side. They will be looking to make amends in the next phase of this game, that is the middle overs, because the Warriors have easily been the better side in the power play, and they have won this power play. And there's still 4 more deliveries to go, so anything above 10 runs and over in the power play is always considered to be a good start. Oh, he's mistimed that in the air. Oh, goodness me! The fielder there has completely made a meal out of that one. Completely misjudging the trajectory of the ball in the air and gets absolutely nowhere near it. Score moves on to 60. It's an appeal, a hopeful shout more than anything, but nothing doing. Vishal trying to be a little more delicate on this occasion, trying to play the paddle. Unsuccessful in doing so. It's a good start, this 60 for 1, halfway through the sixth over. Much better shot. Probably get a single for that. Yes, they do. So Gaurav on strike, and he's currently batting on 32 of just 16 deliveries. He's striking at a phenomenal rate of 200. He's moving along at a rate of knots here as he faces Harshraj. It's called a wide, but there is fine leg inside the circle, so it'll only stay as a wide. No extra runs being taken. Oh, he's knocked him over. Gaurav is gone, and that is a big wicket in the context of the game. Gaurav was threatening to take the game away from the Panthers, and he was motoring along beautifully. But let's have a look at this delivery once again from Hans Raj. Let's have a look at this. Bowls it full, Yorker length, and Gaurav trying to give it an almighty heave, but the ball was too perfect, too good for him. And yes, there it is, wicket number 2 for the AB Warriors. The score now reads 60, 2 for 2. Just when it seemed like the Panthers were behind the 8 ball, they come up with a key wicket, the important wicket. Gaurav was the man in form. Gaurav was the danger man. And he is definitely, and the Panthers will be delighted to see the back of him as he trudged along to the pavilion. Perfect result for the Panthers. And they will feel that this is their window of opportunity to restrict the flow of runs for the new batter who's walked out to the middle at number 4. Big over this, not in terms of the runs scored, but in terms of the number of balls bowled. It's already 8 balls into the over. And Kadir is the new batsman out in the middle. 8 ball over. He's almost bowled 2 overs here. Let's have a look. Will he finish the over in this ball, or will there be another extra? Play that well for a dot ball. So all's well that ends well. The 9 ball over comes to a close. 6 overs gone. The power play done and dusted. The AB Warriors 62 for 2. So 6 overs in. And while the Warriors will still feel pretty good about their chances of getting a good total here, they would have liked for Gaurav to stay a couple of overs more, given the way that he was batting. But it's happened now, and the focus for the Warriors will now be to maximize the remaining overs as Naved comes into bowl and Vishal swings hard and gets the boundary. So Vishal now finally decides that he's had enough. It's time for him to be the center of the show, and he picks this beautifully. Look at the power there. Look at those long levers, the absolute limbs on that shot as it races away to the 4. Nothing much the fielder there could do because of because the fielder was situated a little too towards the long on-ish region. So all in all, that was a very well executed shot from Vishal. Now 8 to Vishal once again. Vishal swings and he's gone. What a comeback this is from Naved. Gets hit for 4 on the first delivery, bounces back with a wicket immediately, and Vishal is gone for all money. Wicket number 3 for the AB Warriors. And the Panthers are roaring back into this contest. Tries to play the ball on the up, goes for the lofted extra cover drive, gets a big inside edge on it, and it crashes into the stumps. So now things just a little bit on the trickier side for the Warriors, losing wickets, 2 quick wickets within the space of 4 deliveries. The Warriors now 66 for 3 as the new batsman makes his way out to the center. Paras, the new batsman, walking out to the middle, with the match now delicately poised, because this is the perfect situation for the fielding side. You have 2 brand new batsmen out in the middle, and if there was a time for the bowling side to press on the initiative that they have at their disposal, now is the time. Now is the time where you get in 3 to 4 quick overs in without a lot of runs conceded. You get in quick overs, you get in small overs with 3 runs or 4 runs. That brings down the scoring. The more they go without a boundary, the more the pressure will creep in like that. That's a good start. bowl in a few tight overs, apply the pressure, put in the squeeze, restrict the run flow, and things will automatically fall in place for the fielding side. They've done the hard bit. They've got out the two set batsmen in quick succession, but they still have a job to do in their hands as Naved comes back to Paris. Bowls it a little wider as the umpire calls this one a wide. This is something that they'll have to tone it down a bit. The propensity to bowl extras. They've bowled they've bowled a couple of more extras for their liking. Here's Nave to Paras once again. Much better delivery this. And Paras still not off the mark. Played only a couple of deliveries, but a batsman would always want to get off the mark almost immediately, like almost straight away, first ball. Because the longer you're on zero, the more the urge to do something that you're not normally doing. And that's once again a good delivery, but played equally well. So Paris gets off the mark, and it'll bring Kadir on strike. Kadir himself yet to get off the mark as of yet. So it is Naved bowling to Kadir. Good over this so far. There, slow delivery. Look at the change in pace. Lovely variation this as he ends the over in style. 3 runs and a wicket. Excellent over. 7 overs gone. The Warriors are now 68 for 3. A small correction. It was 6 runs of the previous over and a wicket. There was a 4 on the first delivery of that over as Harsh Raj comes in to Paras. Good ball that, but equally well played. The field at long on will gather. A few good overs here for the bowling side will change the complexion of the game. As Harsh Raj now will bowl to Kadir. It's called a wide. Again, the extra delivery. They'll have to keep that down. They'll have to be more accurate than they are. They've done a good job in the past couple of overs, 2 to 3 overs, but the extras need to stop. Played that nice and very well fielded, stopping the easy single, and Kadir still has to wait to get off the mark. No run. So 3 balls faced for Kadir. Look at that. Gets quickly on his near side. Gets a hand to it. Stops the momentum. There again. Good ball. It's another dot ball. It's adding to the pressure. Kadir finding scoring difficult. There, oh, brilliant delivery once again from Harsh Raj. Beautiful change of pace, bowls it at a snail's pace and letting the pitch do the talking for him. 3 straight dot balls, and Kadir still not able to score. Oh, and he's got him. Kadir has to walk back, and the pressure has told off. The Panthers are now rattling along the wickets for the Warriors. 3 straight dot deliveries. Kadir decides to go for a shot, nowhere near it, and gets himself in an almighty tangle as the ball crashes onto the stumps. The Warriors lose their 4th wicket, and now they are in trouble. 70 for 4. Interesting to note that all the 4 wickets have been bowled. Everyone, each of the batsmen have lost their stumps. This is excellent bowling here from the Warriors, who are now throwing in a few punches of their own after being on the receiving end of some pretty hard punches by the batting side in the early exchanges of the game. Aditya, the new batsman, coming in at number 6. For Aditya to face Harshraj. Harshraj has been excellent so far. 5 deliveries and just 2 runs coming off it. Oh, that's called a wide. A little bit of a late call by the umpire. It felt like that was a fair delivery, but he's called that one a wide. Took his time. That's been called a wide. No, it isn't. It's actually called a fair delivery. Fair delivery that, and Paris to Naved. That's a wide, and the keepers let that go. It's gone fine. Much needed boundary this for the Warriors, and once again, the inability to stay accurate is costing the Panthers, despite being at an advantageous position over here. He's strayed well down the leg side with that one. Keep things simple should be the name of the game for the Panthers rather than trying different things. Pick a length, stay at it, reap the benefits. There, much better that. But he's found the gap. Has he? No, he hasn't. The fielder will gather, but not before they come across for 2 runs. So this could be a much needed over for the Warriors. It started correctly for them. 7 runs and only 1 ball in. They'd like to get as many runs from this over as possible. There, once again, they've been looking, and that's wait for the umpire signal here. That's another wide. So the inaccuracy now costing them big time, as that's 2 more runs added to the total. Nine runs coming off the first ball already, and still 5 more balls to go. Plays that well to the fielder at long on, who'll gather it as the batsman cross for a single. Played that nicely down the ground. They'll go for another single. Are they coming back for 2? No, they aren't. That's another wide. Oh, he swings nicely, but protection out in deep. Only a single. 13 runs of the over. Still two more balls to go. Lets that go, but that's not called a wide. So good delivery there from Naved. Naved bowling to Paras. Plays that well. Has he found the gap? No, he hasn't. It'll only be a single. So 14 runs coming off the over. 9 overs done and dusted. 84 for 4. Harshraj bowling to Paras. And Paras swings. And he's found the gap on this occasion as it races away to the third man region for 4. Not the direction he was hoping for to get the boundary from, but it's a boundary nonetheless. And they will take that with both hands at the moment, given the sheer quickness at which they've lost the last 3 wickets. It still means that they've been going along rather nicely despite the follow wickets. They're going at a run rate of 9.6. Here is Harshraj bowling to Paras. Plays it down the ground comfortably. They'll definitely be looking for 2. They come back for 2 rather comfortably in the end. That's a little casual from the fielder there at mid-off. Should have stopped that, kept it down to 1. But in fact, they let go, and that adds another run to the total for the Warriors. They move on to 90 for the loss of 4 wickets. Oh, he's played that fine, but the fielder was placed at that region for a reason. Keeps it down to 1. Harshraj bowling to Aditya. There, he's played that well. And that's gone to the fence. No, it isn't. Aditya on strike. Plays it towards the leg side. Are they going to look for 2? No. Will settle for a single. 1 more ball to go in this over. 8 runs coming off it. Oh, he's played that well. Takes it down, but ends the over with a dot ball. So we're at the halfway stage of the first innings. 10 overs gone. The Warriors are 92 for 4. Time for drinks.
Mumbai, are you ready? The city's biggest amateur cricket showdown is here. Jolly Friends Sports Club proudly presents Amateur Premier League Season 1. Whether you're a batter with fire in your eyes, a bowler with magic in your wrists, or an all-rounder ready to own the pitch, this is your chance to shine under the spotlight. 8 teams, 8 owners. It's time for the real auction. Teams will be built, friendships will be tested, and champions will rise. From smashing sixes to strategic bids, it's time to witness Mumbai's finest amateur players go under the hammer. Get ready for the most thrilling, enthralling, unpredictable, and action-packed tournament of the year. Amateur Premier League Season 1.
We're back after the drinks break. Both teams will be reasonably happy with the position that they find themselves in. As Naved is back bowling to Aditya. Oh, that was close. The reaction of the bowler says it all. They were probably inches away from getting wicket number 5. There. A little bit of an inside edge as it was into the pads. Aditya will be rather lucky or find himself rather fortunate on this occasion. Naved has bowled well. He's into his third over. 20 runs and a wicket to his name. Here is Aditya. Bowls it a little too wide, but not wide, says the umpire. Fair delivery. Good call that. Very good call indeed. Standing just on his crease is Aditya, and Naved in a little bit of discomfort here. Let's hope he's okay to continue. Here he is. Pulls it wide. That will be called a wide, and yes, it is a wide. He's moving a little gingerly here, but he's able to continue to bowl, so that's a positive sign. Oh, that's well played. But there is a fielder out in deep, so it'll only be a single towards that deep third region. Paras finally getting strike. He's currently batting on 13 of 12 deliveries. They both Paras and Aditya will need to drastically increase their strike rates. There, plays it well off the back foot. Oh, the bowler's unhappy. The fielder's unhappy as well. Urging the fielder to give it to the keeper. That shouldn't have been such an easy single as he lets the batsman cross. Doesn't do anything. Now wait to Aditya. Tries to reach on for that, but that's called a wide. So the extras continue to pile on. And that is something that despite the good bowling on the whole for the Panthers, the extras have been a sore thumb for them. Oh, he's played that well. Has he? Settled only for a single. One more ball to go. And yes, it seems to be that Naved is in distress. He's on his haunches. And we only hope that he's okay to continue because there's still one more ball left in his over. He is up, but will he be fit enough to bowl? So now we're just reapplying the brace that he has on his left knee at the moment. One more ball left in the over. Score now 97 for 4. And here is Naveed. Finishes the over well. 11 overs gone. It's 97 for 4. 11 overs gone. 97 for 4. Going at a run rate of just under 9, 8.8 to be precise, as Prathamesh introduced into the attack. Aditya currently batting on 5 of 19 and Paras at a run ball 14. Swing and a miss first up. Oh, he's cut that, but straight to the fielder. Will there be a run out? No, that's just a single. Paras facing Prathamesh. He's cut that. Again, straight to the fielder. So he's looking to pierce that gap between those two fielders square on the offside. He's tried it twice. He hasn't been successful. Probably third time's the charm. As Prathamesh continues. Good disciplined start. Good first 3 balls. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. As he found the fence, you bet he has. Well played that from Prathamesh, and a much needed boundary this. As the 100 comes up for the AB Warriors, it's 102 for 4. Prathamesh just plays that on the last second, opening the face of the bat at just the last minute. Plays it fine and beats the fielder for 4. Here is Prathamesh facing Paras. I beg your pardon. Tried the same shot again, but this time it's called a wide. Oh, he's played it down the leg side this time. Does it have enough legs to go to the rope? Well fielded. If he'll come back for two runs comfortably taken. Prathamesh bowling Paras. He lets that go, but that is a wide. So he'll have to bowl that one again. 9 runs of the over so far. Still one more delivery to go. It's been a decent over this as far as the runs are concerned. And both of these batsmen slowly and steadily has played that well. But again, straight to the fielder. So ends with a dot ball. The extra delivery not doing too much damage. So 12 overs gone. The Warriors 106 for 4. He's played that well for a single. So scoreboard definitely ticking at the moment. But they like to have more boundaries here. They like to score more because of the start that they had. They're probably fancying a bigger score. Oh, now it's in trouble. Now it is in trouble. He's clearly in trouble. He's last 5 balls. He will be bowling out. This is his final over. He's bowled pretty well, all things considered. 1 for 26 in his spell so far. 5 more deliveries to go. Can now he finish the over without any hiccups? There he is. He bowls that. Tries for a pull. Now only be a single. Aditya now. Oh, that's well wide. Have to bowl that one again. So the extras continue to pile on, continue to increase. Oh, Aditya's played that well, but not well enough to get the boundary. So it'll only be a single. Here is Naved bowling to Paras. Paras plays that again on the back foot, but there is protection on the offside. So that's one more run added to the total. So it's been a good over. 5 runs off it, one extra. 2 more balls to go. The Panthers will be pleased if they do not concede a boundary in this over. They've been bowling well enough, but not well enough to prevent the boundary that is coming in every over. They'd like to stop that. Oh, that's a. Oh, that was not the best delivery, but that was dipping in. So all things considered, pretty well played by the batsman as they come across for another single in this over. Oh, he's hit that in the air. And that's gone for six. So they are still not able to stop that boundary that comes in every over. This is hit well. It was in the slot. And he picks it nicely. Comfortably beyond that long off fielder for six. And they get a boundary at just the right time. So they end the over with a six. 13 overs gone. It's 118 for four. So let's have a look at the projected scores here. They're currently scoring at 9 and over. That'll take them to 180. 10 runs and over from here will take them to 188. So here is Parth bowling to Aditya now. Oh, he's played that well. But again, the fielder there will gather as they take a single. Yes, they do. Parth bowling to Paras, who's currently on 28 of 21. Down the deck side, is that a wide? Waiting for the umpire's signal, and it is being given a wide. Parth into his final over, none for 28. Played it down towards long on. That'll be another single. So they're rotating strike nicely. They're keeping the scoreboard ticking. It's moving along quite well. And also they're managing to get that boundary every over as well. So there is no scoreboard pressure. They're getting the required runs, the 9 to 10 runs an over. And that is exactly what they'll be looking for. Swing and a miss. Is that gone? The partnership's broken. Paras has to depart. The set batsman walking out. Tried to play the cut shot, gets a feather to it. And the keeper gathers it comfortably at the end. The partnership's broken. The wicket has fallen. And the AB Warriors have now lost half their side for 122. Good catch by the keeper. Coming at a fair clip. I think it rose a little bit too much. No, it kept a little low. He was anticipating it to fall a little more shorter than he expected, but it wasn't to be. So it's 122 for 5. Another wide. It's a big appeal for LBW, but not out, says the umpire. Leg by signaled. The score is 124 for 5. Another big appeal, but nothing doing. Oh, it's given. That is another wicket to fall. So wicket number 6. Let's have a look at this. It's a feather, and the umpire takes his time, but eventually raises the finger, which is the right decision in hindsight. So 6 wickets to fall. The AB Warriors are 124 for 6. Parth gets his second wicket of the over. Good bowling to finish off his spell. Still one more ball left. So all of a sudden, what was once looking like a score that would be around the 190 mark, it now seems to be that a score anywhere near 170 would be a much more achievable and gettable total from here on, given the way that they've lost 2 wickets in quick succession. Lets that go. So he ends his spell with a dot ball. Very impressive bowling figures this. 4 overs, 2 for 30 for Parth. 14 overs gone. The Warriors are 124 for 6. Six overs to go from here. 8 runs an over will take them to 172, while 10 runs an over from here will take them to 184. They clearly be looking to get to 184, but they want to get to 184, but a much more realistic target would probably be the 170, 175 mark. So here is Hadi coming back. Expensive first spell, 1 for 26 as Amit takes strike. Always played well, but the direction was nowhere to intended, but gets off the mark with that single. Knocked him over. Wicket number 7 to fall. And Hadi gets his second, and the Warriors now in danger of getting themselves bowled out after what was a phenomenal start with the bat. Beautiful delivery this from Hadi. Back of a leg, but that ball kept very low. So that is probably something to look out for in the second innings, because that ball kept very low indeed. And he bowled the back of the length short delivery. Very surprising turn of events this, but that's the 7th wicket gone. It's 125 for 7. So new batsman walking out of the middle as Hadi continues. Played that well, but there is a fielder there, so there'll only be a single. And Hadi to bowl to Amit. Amit plays that late, and it'll be a single again. And that's an overthrow. So they get two for that. So here comes Hadi bowling to Amit. He's currently batting on 3. Oh, trying to play the late cut. Misses it completely. It's another dot ball. Here is Hadi once again. Oh, that one once again beats the outside edge. So finishes the over brilliantly. Just 4 runs and a wicket. 15 overs gone. It's 128 for 7. Kashif is the new bowler introduced into the attack. The final 5 overs of the innings to go. It's 128 for 7. 8 runs from here will get them to 168. 10 runs from here will get them to 178. Every run matters from here on, given the paucity of wickets that they have at their disposal. Just 3 wickets in hand, as Ravi and Amit will look to play as many deliveries as possible and complete the quota of 20 overs without getting bowled out. That's fine. And that's wide and 4. So 5 more runs added to the total. And they will need every bit of that. Very poor delivery this. Way wide down the leg side. Even the keeper couldn't be able to gather that. And it races away to the fence for 4. Again, let it go, but this time they will sneak a single. And that is wide again. So 2 more runs added to the total. Pretty indisciplined bowling this from the Panthers. Plays it with even with a poor bit of direction here, so no run there in that occasion. over, swing and a miss. Not out, says the umpire. It's in the air. Has he found the gap? No. So they'll be content with the single. They're looking for the two, but will settle for a one. They've still managed to get 8 runs of this over without doing much. Played that well down the ground. Once again, only for a single though. So 16 over. Still one more delivery to go. 9 runs coming off this over. Beg your pardon. It's fine, but again, that is another single. 10 runs coming off the over. 16 overs gone. It's 138 for 7. Harvey back into the attack. 3 overs, 2 for 30. And it is Amit on strike. How many runs can they get from here? Plays that well to the field at deep point. So that's 1. Starts off with a single, but taking a bit of time to set their field this time around. Very strange considering both the batsman and the bowler were ready to get going. So here is Hardy. Plays it down the ground, dot ball. There once again. So wide. Score trickling along, 140. Plays it down the ground, but again, well fielded by the bowler. Dot ball. Full toss. Plays it towards the leg side. They'll be racing for 2 and they get it comfortably in the end. Good running between the wickets on that occasion. Here is Hadi bowling to Ravi. He cuts hard. And that's very well fielded in the deep. Should have been 2. But it's only a one. Played it down the ground. That's a single. So 17 overs gone. The AB Warriors are 144 for 7. 3 more overs to go, and I think it's very evident that the Warriors are looking for a score somewhere in the ballpark of around 165 to 170 with the way that they're going about their business. 3 more overs to go. 30 runs from here will get them to 174. A swing and a miss. Going about well, Kashif. Kashif again, swing, sweeps it towards the leg side. Does it have the legs to go to the boundary? You bet it does. So they get another boundary here, a much needed one. Very well played this. Judges the line and length perfectly and executes the sweeps shot to perfection. Good batting this. They need a couple more if they need to have solid hopes of getting to that 175 mark. Couple of boundaries in this over. Oh, he's picked that one, but a couple of bounces to the fielder at long on for a single. Kashif to Ravi. What can Ravi do here? That's waiting for the umpire's signal, but not given as a wide. So dot ball. Swing and a miss again. So Ravi getting a little touchy, a little fidgety, and a little restless at the moment. Unable to get his scoring shots and putting himself and the team in a little bit of pressure at the moment. The end of the over, beautiful over. This just 5 runs coming off it. 18 overs gone. It's 149 for 7. So 2 more overs to go. The score is at 149 for 7. How many runs can the Warriors get in these final 12 legal deliveries? I say legal because the Panthers have been guilty of bowling a far too many extras. They've had their fair share of wides that have gone to the boundary as well. So a couple of more generous extras here, and that could be a huge difference in what the final score can look like. Oh, he's played that well down to deep cover for a single. So the 150 comes up for the Warriors. big appeal, not out, says the umpire, and they get another single. Oh, that's a weird shot, but they will get a single for that. So Harsh Raj bowling another disciplined over this, 2 for 19 in his third over. Let's play that down the ground. That'll be another single. So they're scoring, they're keeping this, so they're playing the entirety of the 20 overs, and that's the focus here. So the job done well by the bowler so far. He's bowled 4 balls, 4 legal deliveries. He liked to finish it the same way. Oh, he's picked that. It's in the air. The fielder running towards it falls in no man's land as they come back for 2. So they're inching ever so closer to the 160 run mark. They're just 5 runs away from it, and they have 7 legal deliveries to get to it. So it looks like they will reach the 160 run mark. Oh, he's played that well down the ground. They'll come back for 2, and they come back rather comfortably in the end. So once again, they get 8 runs of this over 2. 19 overs gone. The AB Warriors are 157 for 7. Last over to go. Kashif has been entrusted with the responsibility of bowling the final over. The score now for the Warriors is 157 for 7. And it seems to me that all Ravi has to do here is get Amit on strike. Because out of the 2, he looks like the most likely to get a boundary or a scoring shot. And that is exactly what Ravi does. Plays it towards long on for a single. So he brings Amit on strike with 5 more deliveries to play. As the score moves on to 158. Still 5 more deliveries to go. That's a dot ball. That's a good delivery. He saw Amit giving him the charge and bowls it a little wider. It's a dot ball. Wide that. And they will come back for that 1 by. So 2 more runs added to the total. That takes them to 160. Oh, that's gone. That is gone. Wicket number 8. It's a wide, but it's a stumping as well. So 100, it's the 8th wicket to fall. Luring the batsman, and look at that. He's come well, but he's bowled it well wide, and no chance that he reaches that. Ends up losing his wicket. There's an extra run added to the total, no doubt about it, but that's the 8th wicket down. So 161 for 8. Here is Kashif bowling to Bikash. Excuse me. 161 for 8. Still 4 legal deliveries to go. It's been a big over. Here is Kashif. That's another wide. They will come across for the extra run. So this over continues to prolong and they go to 163 now. Amit on strike. It's edged. It's fine. It's racing away to the fence and it's gone for 4. 167. So they are inching closer to the 170 run mark. This is a very good shot. Plays it late. Beautiful use of the wrists. And he beats that gap as the ball races away to the fence. So this is turning out to be a pretty big over here. 10 runs coming off it. That's in the air. One bounce to the fielder, so that's another run added to the total, and that score moves on to 168 now. Two deliveries to go. Here's Bikash, and he's gone. Bikash goes out for a golden duck. 168 for 9. Poor choice of shot that. Bikash needed to give strike to Amit for the final ball of the batting innings, but decides, gets nowhere near the ball, does not attempt the shot at the last until the last second, and then watches as the keeper dislodges the bails. So 168 for 9. Last ball of the innings to go. The directive will obviously be to run for the hills, even though he ends up missing this delivery. So here it is, last ball of the batting innings. Oh, he's played that nicely. They will definitely look to come back for 2. They're running. Do they get that? No, they don't. So the innings finishes at 169 all out. But all things considered, it looks to be a decent total. Although the Warriors will feel that they were at least 20 to 25 runs short given the start that they had. But at the end of it all, it's 20 overs done. The AB Warriors finish at 169. The target for the Petit Panthers when they come out to bat is exactly 170. We will be back shortly with the run chase.
Mumbai, are you ready? The city's biggest amateur cricket showdown is here. Jolly Friends Sports Club proudly presents Amateur Premier League Season 1. Whether you're a batter with fire in your eyes, a bowler with magic in your wrists, or an all-rounder ready to own the pitch, this is your chance to shine under the spotlight. 8 teams, 8 owners. It's time for the real auction. Teams will be built, friendships will be tested, and champions will rise. From smashing sixes to strategic bids, it's time to witness Mumbai's finest amateur players go under the hammer. Get ready for the most thrilling, enthralling, unpredictable, and action-packed tournament of the year. Amateur Premier League Season 1. Mumbai, are you ready? The city's biggest amateur cricket showdown is here. Jolly Friends Sports Club proudly presents Amateur Premier League Season 1. Whether you're a batter with fire in your eyes, a bowler with magic in your wrists, or an all-rounder ready to own the pitch, this is your chance to shine under the spotlight. 8 teams, 8 owners. It's time for the real auction. Teams will be built, friendships will be tested, and champions will rise. From smashing sixes to strategic bids, it's time to witness Mumbai's finest amateur players go under the hammer. Get ready for the most thrilling, enthralling, unpredictable, and action-packed tournament of the year. Amateur Premier League Season 1. Mumbai, are you ready? The city's biggest amateur cricket showdown is here. Jolly Friends Sports Club proudly presents Amateur Premier League Season 1. Whether you're a batter with fire in your eyes, a bowler with magic in your wrists, or an all-rounder ready to own the pitch, this is your chance to shine under the spotlight. 8 teams, 8 owners. It's time for the real auction. Teams will be built, friendships will be tested, and champions will rise. From smashing sixes to strategic bids, it's time to witness Mumbai's finest amateur players go under the hammer. Get ready for the most thrilling, enthralling, unpredictable, and action-packed tournament of the year. Amateur Premier League Season 1.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the run chase as the Petit Panthers have come on to bat. And the target in front of them is 170 with with the asking run rate beginning at 8.5 runs per over. The openers, Harshraj and Ravinder, all in readiness, while Amit will begin proceedings with the ball. And here is Amit. Plays it straight to the fielder. Dot ball to start off. Harshraj, the batsman, on strike. Here is Amit to Harshraj once again. Another low full toss. A little bit of edge, but again, no run. So Amit starting off well. 2 dot balls to begin with. Like to bowl it on the bounce this time around and always play that well. But there is protection out there, a deep mid wicket, so it'll only be a single. So that is the first runs off the bat, and the run chase is up and running with that single for the Panthers as it brings Ravinder on strike. Tries to play the late cut, but unsuccessful in executing it. The plan was there, but the execution wasn't quite up to the mark. So this is a good disciplined start with the ball for Amit. Just a single conceded of the 4. 2 more deliveries to go. He'll be looking to keep things tight in the remaining 2 deliveries as well as he plays it nicely through the leg side for a single, and that ensures that Ravinder is off the mark as well. There's a deep mid wicket and a long on. The 2 fielders outside the ring. So there is protection in the deep on the leg side, but there's empty spaces square behind on the leg side. Plays it nicely off the back foot. Good running between the wickets. Just a single. And that is the end of the first over. Disciplined over to begin with. 3 for no loss. Oh, he's played that well. And that's gone all the way for 6. That is the first boundary of the run chase for the Panthers. Not a good start for the bowler. Bowls it in the slot. And that is wonderfully picked. And it goes all the way for 6. That's a brilliant way to start a new over. And pressure straight away on the batsman. On the bowler, I beg your pardon. That's a big edge. Comes only to the fielder at third man. So that's a dot ball. It's a proper full-blooded swing. That from Harshraj. Oh, he's played that well. But straight to the fielder on the bounce. So Ravindra introduced into the attack, giving away 7 of his first 3 deliveries. And Ravinder on strike to Ravindra. Plays it nicely off his pads to the short fine fielder for another single. So after getting the boundary, that's smart rotation of strike. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. The sound that it made off the bat was enough for you to identify that this was going only one way, and that is beyond the stands for 6. That's a beautiful pickup shot. Gets just a couple of steps outside his crease, gets to the pitch of the delivery. Beautiful shot. That's 2 sixes in the over. 14 runs off this over, and still one more delivery to come. Oh, that's hit fine, and that will go to the fence or another boundary. So big over this, 18 runs coming off it, straying down the leg side, and gets enough bat on it to beat the fielder who was square. So ends with the boundary. So 2 overs gone, 18 runs coming off it. The Panthers 21 for no loss. Amit to continue, bowled a good impressive first over, and this is Ravinder, and he's gone. What a start to the second over for Amit. Beats him behind his legs and disturbs the stumps. So the Panthers lose their first wicket. It's 21 for 1. So Hadi, the new batsman, out at 3, and Amit bowling to Hadi. Good ball that dug in full, but Hadi digs it out equally well and gets off the mark straight away. Played it well, but straight to the fielder. Plays that nicely down the ground towards the fielder mid wicket for another single. Plays it again down the ground, but this time once again a dot ball. So Amit bowling consecutive good overs here. The score at 23 for 1. Amit to Hadi once again. Oh, he's picked that. But is he good enough to go to the fence? Oh, that's a brilliant catch. What fielding that is. Brilliant bowling from Amit, who gets his second wicket, and the Panthers lose another one. Hadi has to depart. 3 overs gone. This is an excellent over from Amit. Just 2 runs and a wicket. 23 for 2. So 3 overs gone, 23 for 2 as Gaurav is the new batsman coming out to the middle. Gaurav bowling to Harshraj. It's a good ball again. So this is a good, proving to be a good follow up over this. Here is Gaurav bowling to Harshraj. Again, a swing and a miss, but that's been called a wide. So, so once again, following that double wicket over, Gaurav has pulled things back with a very, very nice over to follow up it with. Always play that well. Little bit of a shade of late movement in, plays it well and right in front of the delivery. Here is Gaurav bowling to. So that's a very good over. Just 2 runs coming off it. 4 overs gone. It's 25 for 2. Sean, the new batsman, in. So Amit is brought back into the attack. That's a good shot. Starts off with, oh, that's very well fielded. Amit bowling to Harshraj. Oh, he's flighted that and gone. That's wicket number 3. And the Warriors are now tightening proceedings with the ball as the Panthers lose their third wicket in the power play. And Harshraj has to depart. It's 27 for 3. Tried to play the shot, the lofted shot. That's a dipping full toss. Doesn't get enough in the air and a comfortable catch to the fielder at mid-off. Amit bowling to Naved now. Here is Amit to Naved. Plays it nicely down the ground, but no run. Touch and run. Good running that. Finishes with the dot ball. 5 overs gone. The Panthers are 28 for 3. Starts the final over of the power play with a single towards that third man region as Gaurav comes back to bowl his second over. Oh, goodness gracious me, that was so close to the second wicket. The bowler is on his haunches. Let's have a look at that once again. Agonizingly close to the stumps, and the reaction of the bowler says it all. Another play and a miss from the batsman. So the score now moving towards nowhere. Just 2 runs off this over. Score moving along to nothingness at the moment again. Tap and run. They will get a single, but singles are not what they are looking for at the moment. If you remove that one over that went for 20 odd, they've just taken 11 runs of the next 5 overs in the power play, which is not a good indication of where this innings is progressing. Look for 2, and they'll stop at only 1. So that is the end of the power play. 6 overs gone, and the Warriors will be very happy with the way things are going. The Panthers, on the other hand, have work to do at 32 for 3. Amit to bowl out. He's been phenomenal. He's taken all the 3 wickets for his side and he's given away just 8 runs as Sean is the batsman on strike. Daps it towards that third man region for another single. Amit to Naved. He's played it down the ground, but again, absolutely no connection whatsoever. So it'll only be a single. They're neither getting the timing nor the placement right. And they are clearly unable to find the big shots at the moment. The batting innings looks to be going nowhere at the moment. As Amit comes in and bowls in another excellently tight over here. There, once again, tap and run. This will not hurt the fielding side at all. They'll be pretty happy and pretty relaxed with the way that things are going. There's no intent to play the aggressive shot. There's no intent to release pressure from the batting side. And by the time they realize that they need to do something to force the issue, it could be a case of a dime late and a dollar too short, because it'll be late by then. It's played down the ground straight, but again, oh, that's a misfield. And that brings about a much needed boundary for the Panthers. It should have been stopped. It was nicely hit, but again, it should have been stopped, but instead takes a deflection and goes to the boundary for 4. So welcome boundary, much needed boundary, but they'll need more of those if they need to have a realistic chance of coming anywhere close to that target. Let's play that well. They're looking for the single. Oh, that was a close call, but eventually makes it to the ground and safe. 1 run. Played very well and make that 2 boundaries in the over for the Panthers. So they make it a big over, 12 runs coming off it, and a much needed over in the context of the game for the batting side. Wonderfully executed lofted cover drive there, and the ball makes its way to the fence. So 7 overs gone, the Panthers 44 for 3. Fine, but not enough legs to travel to the boundary. Good fielding effort, keeps it down to just a 1. Nicely tapped for another single. And that is wicket number 4. Sean walks and the Panthers innings drifts into further trouble. Good bowling from Shailendra, who gets a wicket in his first over. Loops, tries to play the big shot but gets an inside edge onto the stumps. The Panthers the Panthers woes deepen as their 4th wicket falls for 47. That's in the air, and that's wicket number 5. So the Panthers lurching into further crisis at the moment as their fifth wicket falls for 47, and Sachin goes without troubling the scorer. Shailendra gets his second wicket of the over. 8 overs gone. It's 47 for 5. Let's have a look at this once again. Tries to go for the big shot. Nowhere near it. Comfortable catch to the fielder, right down long off's throat. This is potentially starting to look very ugly for the Panthers. 8 overs gone, 47 for 5. Aditya comes back into the attack and Naved on strike. Plays it down. That's a dot ball. Well fielded. But still enough of a misfield to get a single. Score moves on to 48 for 5. Aditya bowling to Parth. Swing and a miss. Straight to the keeper. Fair delivery, adjudged by the umpire. Aditya to Parth once again. This time plays it well, but not well enough for a boundary, so it'll only be a single. Again, taps and runs for another quick single. Lets it go. White ball called. Down the ground, be another single. So runs only coming in singles at the moment as the 50. They cross past 50. Close to another wicket, but not out, says the umpire. That's the end of the ninth over. So it's 9 overs gone. The Panthers 52 for 5. Plays it down the ground nicely. That's one for 4. Much needed boundary that. Oh, that's been called a wide. And again, the plague of the extras now hitting the bowling side. The Warriors this time. So 5 wides. Much needed 5 runs in the context of the run chase for the Panthers, who've lost a lot of ground. That was close. That could have been wicket number 6. Another dot ball. Probably seems like the Warriors know that there is a wicket around the corner. Nicely played for a single. Ends with the dot ball. So this is good bowling from Shailendra once again. Just giving away 7 runs in this over. What has been an excellent spell so far, taking 2 wickets already. Potentially add a third here would be a icing on the cake. Oh, that is so close. I was just talking about how he could add to his tally, and he almost did there. You have to satisfy himself with the dot delivery. So 10 overs gone, 59 for 5, and it's time for a short drinks break. We're back after the drinks break, and it is clearly evident that the AB Warriors are well ahead of the game at the moment. The Panthers need 111 runs with just 5 wickets in hand and 10 overs remaining. It'll be very difficult to see how they manage to pull off this chase here because they've just not been able to get going. They're not able to get boundaries, and it's only the extras that have kept their innings afloat so far. As Ravi is introduced into the attack, Nawed is the batsman on strike. So here is Ravi bowling to Nawed. Swings well, but there is protection in the deep, so it'll only be a single though. Even though he's hit it well, it'll only be a single to the total. Straight to the hands of the fielder, and that is wicket number 6. Ravi gets a wicket of his second ball, and Parth has to walk back as another one of the Panthers batsmen bites the dust. The ball sat up nicely for Ravi. He was for Parth, I beg your pardon. The ball sat up rather nicely. Let's have a look at that. Yes, it sat up nicely. Fancied himself to take the bowler on, but unfortunately finds the fielder straight away. And it goes from bad to worse with the score now at 60 for 6. Josefa is a new batsman out in the middle. Here is Ravi. Oh, he tries to swing, but that's been called a wide as it was drifting down the leg side. Another wide, so back to back wide deliveries. Dot ball was a good looking shot, but again, the field was placed in such a way that the ball went straight into the hands of the fielder. Played it well, but there is long on, so he'll mop that up, and Josefa gets off the mark. Swing and a miss. So that's the fifth ball of the over, given away just 4 runs and a wicket so far for Ravi. It's an excellent start to his bowling spell too. Now he plays it well, hit it well fielded equally. So they will get a couple of runs. Just a single to end the overs. 11 overs gone, 64 for 6. In the air. Oh, it's dropped. That was very, very close to wicket number 7. But fortunately, that was a good try. He hit that nowhere near the ball. Was in the air for a very long time. Did the hard yards, but was unable to gather it and could not gather it in the second attempt as well. Played it well this time and again, but straight to the fielder, so it'll only be a single. Again, plays it down the ground for a single. Plays it well for another single though. These are good shots, but unfortunately they're getting nothing more than just singles at the moment. Only 4 runs coming of this over, still one more ball to go. It could have easily been a wicket of the very first ball in this over, but not to be. Down the ground again, just a single, so that's another over brought to a close. 12 overs gone, 69 for 6. Oh, that's a good shot. Oh, that's another catch dropped as it finds the fence for 4. Ravi can't believe it. Poor judgment of the ball. It should have been an easy catch. So far, up until these two drop chances, the Warriors had been fielding well, have been taking their catches well too. But these last two have put in a little bit of a dampener in their spirit so far. A little bit of a delay as they're looking to get the ball back, and they finally got the ball back as Ravi will continue to Naved. Plays it down the ground, will only be a single. Ravi bowling to Josefa. That's a wide. Loopy ball, again a wide. Hit it well to the fielder, so that'll be another single. Here is Ravi bowling to Naved now. Naved fighting a lone battle so far. He's currently on 23, make that 24. As the score is creeping towards the 80s, they're on 78 at the moment for the loss of 6 wickets. Played it well to the fielder at long on, who gathers it, but not before the batsman crossed for a single. Plays it down the ground once again to the fielder at long off for another single. And that brings us to the end of the 13th over. It's 80 for 6. Aditya bowling to Naved. Naved comes down the ground and he finds the fence for 4. That's a pretty good looking shot and finally a boundary after so long for the Panthers. So welcome sight. Naved premeditated this very well, came down the ground well in advance, waited for the ball and then smashes it past that gap as he has 4 runs for it. Oh, that's a big appeal, but not out, says the umpire, saying that it would be going down the leg side. Oh, that's well fielded. He hit that hard and straight down the ground. Content with a single. Plays it well. The offside. Oh, goodness gracious me. A little bit of a misfield. That gets 2. 2 runs comfortably taken. Oh, that's well played. Excellent shot. That's another boundary. So Naved has got a couple of boundaries in this over, and that seems to be a little bit of an acceleration point here as they get 12 runs of this over. Still one more delivery to go. The score now 92 for 6. One more ball to go in this over. Naved is on 35 of 30. Oh, played it well. Fine. That's another boundary. 16 runs off the over. And at the end of another, it's an end of another productive over here for the Panthers. 13 overs, 14 overs gone. It's 96 for 6. 6 overs to go. 74 runs required. Oh, that's out. That's given. Plumb in front. So Ravi gets wicket number 2. 7th wicket falls for the Panthers. Josefa has to walk. It's 96 for 7. Got into that swiveling position a little too early for his own liking. The ball had yet to reach him and it eventually crashes into his pads in front of the stumps. 7 wickets gone. It's 96 on the board. New batsman walking out to the middle at number 9. Ravi back. Kashif, the new man on strike. Ravi 2 for 16. Plays it down the ground. So that'll be so dot ball for Kashif to begin with. Oh, he's played that well. Down the ground for a single. Let's have a look at the wicket once again. There, trying to go way too early, catches him plumb in front of the stumps. The umpire had no hesitation in raising his finger, and that was how Josefa was dismissed. Oh, that's a good shot. It's in the air, and again the fielder unable to get underneath it. They come back for two. That should have been another wicket. The fielding letting them down after what promised to be a good outing in the field with their initial catches. But it's been a bit over the place since then. Wide. Is Naved. Plays it down the ground. They come back for two. No, they settle for a single instead. Wide signaled again. Ravi a little disappointed that he bowled it that wide. He knew that that was a mistake, that he'll try to get it back in again. Another wide. Poor bowling this from Ravi. Kashif to Ravi. Swing and a miss. Ends the over finally. It's 15 overs gone. It's 103 for 7. Gaurav brought back into the attack. None for 7 of his 2.1 overs. Gets a little bit of bat on that. That's a that's a horrible throw. What has that fielder done? Gaurav is just absolutely flabbergasted with the sheer poor nature of that throw. It should have been wicket number 8, but it isn't. Maybe kicking himself. Oh, that's a good shot. That's a thumping strike for 6. Very good shot indeed. Not the best of deliveries, if I'm being honest. Bowls it in the slot. Half volley connects it to perfection, right at the meat of the bat. Straight over the bowler's head for six. Nawed moves on to 49. He's fighting a lone battle all by his lonesome. Can he take his team to an improbable victory from here on? There's still some semblance of life left in this match. Hit it again, but to the fielder on the bounce. And that brings up the 50 for Nawed. It has been a good knock under the circumstances. Very well played by Nawed. Picked and chose his moments. Oh, that is another big hit. Two sixes in the over. Is this a sign of a turnaround in the fortunes for the Panthers? Two big hits in this over. Now Kashif getting into the party. And another poor delivery. This once again bowling it into the slot. And Kashif also takes a big swing at it, and that is another six. 15 runs off the over. Ends the over with a dot ball, but this has been an expensive over under the circumstances. 16 overs gone. It's 118 for 7. Oh, he swung that. That's fine. Is it running to the fence? Does it have the legs? Yes, it does. So the perfect start to the first ball of this over. Wild swipe beats the fielder at fine leg, and that ball teases the fielder as it finds the boundary rope. So they are beginning to find the boundaries with regularity now. This is very good. A good couple of overs now for the Panthers here. Is this match swinging in the favor of the batting side? That's a wide. The pressure beginning to tell. Those drop catches are now certainly going to feel like a bit of a missed opportunity here for the Warriors, because they had this game under control. To a certain extent, they still do, but another couple of lusty blows in this over could very well change the complexion of this game. Another dot ball. This is what the Warriors need. They need dot balls, preferably a wicket. It would be an added bonus if it is Naved's wicket. Oh, he's played that well. 2 runs again. So they get back for two. 7 runs of the first 3 balls. The required run rate is 12.86. They have 7 runs already in the bank for this over. 3 more deliveries to go. Swings again. A little bit of a gap. They'll once again come back for 2. They're coming back for the third and they will comfortably get it. So that's 3 runs more to the total, and you can see there are little there are uneasy expressions among the fielders of the Warriors. 10 runs of this over, and still 2 more balls to go as Kashif takes strike. You can see the unease in the body language of the Warriors. They'll need to calm things down. They need to hold their nerve. A swing and a miss. That's a dot ball. That will help. That will help. Anything that is not going for runs at the moment is a godsend for the Warriors. This is turning out to be a good rearguard fight back here from the Petit Panthers. Oh, that's a brilliant shot. Oh, that's excellently fielded too. They're definitely coming back for 2 runs. 12 runs of the over, just about par for the course. 17 overs gone. It's 130 for 7. 40 required of the last 3. So Ravi is back into the attack. Kashif on strike. Oh, he's played that well. Is there enough strength? They will look to come back for 2, and they come back for 2. So a little bit of a belated fight back here, but they are by no means out of this contest. Absolutely in the thick of things. It would have been even better had they had a couple of wickets more, but they are alive and they are kicking and they are not ready to let go without a fight. Oh, he's gone! And it's a wicket! At long last, they strike, and it is the key wicket of Nawed. And you can see the Warriors giving them the pats on the back. But this has been a determined and a brave knock from Nawed that comes to an end. And it took an intelligent piece of bowling from Ravi to bring about the end of Nawed. Gives it a little bit of flight, lures the batsman outside his crease, and that's well done by the keeper. And this probably means that the brave fight back that was being shown by the Panthers has more or less come to an end. The 8th wicket falls. It's 132 for 8. Prathamesh on to the middle. 138, 132 for 8. 38 needed of 16 with just 2 wickets in hand. Prathamesh facing Ravi. Oh, he's thumped that like a tennis backhand. But there is a fielder, so it'll only be one. Prathamesh gets off the mark meanwhile. Kashif is on strike. Here is Ravi bowling to Kashif. Flights, it's in the air. It'll only be a single. The Nawed wicket has most definitely knocked the wind out of the sails for the Panthers. And that's another. Wicket number 9 falls for the Panthers. Prathamesh departs. Ravi gets his 4th wicket. And it's certainly the Warriors can reach out and touch the victory. Once again, a similar manner of dismissal to Nawed. Gives the ball a little bit of a flight, invites the batsman to give him the charge, and Prathamesh duly obliges but misses and comfortably outside his ground. Once again, good glove work by the wicketkeeper. And that is the 9th wicket to fall. It's 134 for 9. Sheldon is the last man out to bat. Here is Ravi bowling to Sheldon. Hits it down the ground. That's a dot ball. Kashif refuses strike. And that is the end of another successful spell. What a lovely bowling performance this has been for Ravi. 4 for 27 in his 4 overs, 18 overs gone. It's 134 for 9. Swing and a miss to begin with. .36 needed of 11. Gaurav brought back into the attack, none for 21. Another swing and a miss. That's 2 dot balls in a row. Last wicket in hand for the Panthers. Oh, he's picked that. Is it long enough? No. Oh, goodness me. A misfield, and that's gone for 4. So that brings it down. The equation is now 32 of 9. Again, a little bit of a laissez-faire approach to fielding by the Warriors in the second half of this contest. Probably the reason why the match has come this close. 32 needed of 9. Kashif on 15. Can he get a couple of big hits in to make things more interesting? and knocks him over. It's all over. The AB Warriors emerge victorious by 31 runs. It has been a good bowling performance from them. As far as the Petit Panthers go, they tried their best, they gave it their all, they put out a late fight back, but the crucial fall of wickets in the middle overs meant that they were just not able to get ahead of the run rate. So the final score here in the Stat Premier League encounter between the AB Warriors and the Petit Panthers is that the AB Warriors beat the Panthers by 31 runs. I've been Delvin, and it's been a pleasure to guide you through the course of this match. It's me signing off, wishing you good night, stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll be back with more cricket action shortly tomorrow. Bye bye.